In the customer service, they got to be nice to you because that's how it works. And then these guys kind of get in their head like, I think she likes me, dog.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yo,
or
she's into
just,
me.
yo,
She's asking if
hey.
you wanted salt.
There was a pool table. There was an arcade.
You saw everything. It's like,
they had food there. I was
like, what's all this stuff?
Yeah, what's all this other stuff? It's like it'd been there the whole time. You just couldn't see it past the smoke. Don't look at my stuff and don't comment on what I'm buying. They're like, oh, this thing. I'm like, you know what? I don't. Because you're going to pick up something that you're going to be like, what are you doing with this?
You're going to see everything I buy. You're going to judge me. I can see you judging me.
Like, oh, mustard, huh? Anchovies. That's gross. You know,
that's
like
a choice.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Here we go. Fix that. Bam. All right. Here we go. And 3, 2, and 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Me Pod. It's me, Joyce, with my co-host Sal, and we are still here. America still in the game, calling it.
That's right.
Holland,
like cockroaches.
Mexico.
Yes, I like this. He will be honorary Mexican American. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he loves tacos. He loves Mexican food.
I mean, honestly, there have been, I don't know if you've seen all this stuff, but there have been lots of people that are like, there's like, they're trying to come back. They're like, I need America. I need that ranch dip. You know what I'm saying? I need, you know,
dude,
salsa.
There was I think it was the Boston International Airport, where they started selling a ranch post-security so that all the Europeans and stuff who are leaving can get it.
Dude,
at the airport.
mean, like flavors, you know, seasoning. You're welcome, you know.
Beans on tortillas.
On tortillas. Yeah. Smash them up this time, you know, like, come on.
Bacon.
You know what else they need to know about?
What's that?
Anime Me. Anime Me is a podcast where two friends show each other anime and we teach you how to love and watch anime. One episode, first episode, every Monday where you listen to podcasts.
Every Monday where you listen to podcasts, and wherever you watch podcasts, that is where we are, because today's anime is Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, or Behind the Supermarket Smoking with You, depending on your translation.
What? Behind this? Oh, snap.
Because if you, on Crunchyroll, it shows up Smoking Behind the Supermarket. But if you look at the title card underneath the kanji, underneath, I think it's kanji or katakana, underneath Japanese writing, it says Behind the Supermarket Smoking with You in English.
I gotta start thinking about movies and TV shows I watch that have short titles, and we just change them to have the longest. You know, like, there's some shows out there that people are missing out on, but if you had a longer title that explained the whole show,
gave some clue.
Yeah, you know, like something. I'm watching Citadel. It's got Stanley Tucci in it. Just, you know, what is Citadel? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that
word is. Or is it, I'm a spy and someone's taken me and Stanley Tucci has to avenge me? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm into it.
Stanley Tucci reincarnated as a spy.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Citadel Part 2, watching it. Second season, watch it. It's good. All right, but before we do that, allow me to give you a terribly read synopsis.
Hit him with the music. Terrible synopsis.
Echo, echo, echo. Boom. Let me put on my movie voice. Sasaki is an overworked salaryman drifting through the corporate grind, sustained by cigarettes and the cheerful service and smile of Yamada, the clerk at his favorite supermarket. But one night, after a grueling shift, he arrives late to find Yamada nowhere to be seen. With nowhere left to smoke, his spirits sink until a pierced young woman calls out to him. "You can smoke here," quote unquote. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
The synopsis has a line from the show. Why? Because you gotta for Yamada, okay?
Yamada.
Tell Yamada, I need a cigarette, okay? I need a smoke. We're just talking to somebody. I used to work in a warehouse back in the day, and and you probably know about this, Joe Banks. You got a 15-minute break every 2 hours. Yeah. Right? You part of a union or part of just like working force, you get a 15-minute break. But hey, if you smoked a cigarette though, if you're like a smoker, I don't know what that is, but I tell you this much, smokers have smoke breaks. Unlimited smoke breaks, crazy. Apparently. Like, right? Like, am I wrong in saying like there's something in the writing like, hey, are you addicted to smoking cigarettes?
Yeah.
Take a break whenever you want. We let us, you know what? Yeah. Your habit.
I think because like a lot of these rules were written when you could still smoke on airplanes too. So they're just like, everybody was smoking. There was an ashtray on each door of your car, and then there was an ashtray in the middle of your car. You had the cigarette lighter.
Yeah,
right
yeah, had the cigarette lighter, which I wish we still had. Like that's one of the things that went away with like cigarettes being like you got to get off of the earth in order to smoke a cigarette. Yeah. That cigarette lighter that could be used for things like
you can start a fire with that. Like if you're stranded somewhere, like
sometimes you just gotta burn things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta burn this bridge,
dude. Like yeah, like we used to go bowling back in the day before they ended smoking. Like we used to go all the time to this place, and it was like this bowling alley was filled with smoke. Like you couldn't see anything. And me and my brothers used to go all the time. And then one day, like after they stopped the whole smoking inside, you had to smoke outside. Yeah. The smoke cleared in that bowling alley, dude. There was a pool table. There was an arcade.
So everything. It's like
they had food there. I was
like, what's all this stuff?
Yeah, what's all this other stuff? Like it'd been there the whole time. You just couldn't see it past the smoke.
Oh. Which, by the way, that's what Mexico tried to do. They tried to smoke screen England too with the fireworks.
Oh, dude. Did you see the streets like filled with people down in Mexico? I mean, like everything they could. Yeah, everything they could. They were trying to keep these the English people up at night, like the team up by being noisy. That's what we're trying to do here in America too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I think we kind of touched on this the last time we did a recording, but I didn't expand on this. Japanese is how would you describe the language? It's like a tonal. Is that the word?
Tonal language. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that will look similar and spelled similar, but you have to tonally pronounce it different. Like they gotta like start low, high, low, or straight through, or high, low, high, or high, low. And, like it's very tonal language.
So this, which brings me to my point, is in Japan, the Japanese is a very expressive language. Like, in order to, to some of those tones, depending on what you're saying, how you're saying it, it means something else, and it's very active. But our American, like here and there, I mean, we get loud when we need to and are expressive when we need to, but that word doesn't change from the way what we're saying to. I mean, depending on the word, like the word watch is like we just like it's either you're gonna watch something or it's a watch or like
lid.
Yes. Read. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Read, read, all these words. But like, I think ultimately what I'm saying is a lot of the times the reason why that dub doesn't work with the sub is because like we're expressing something very different. Like we are, it's not only a translation
we're all about like
problem
the
in the
meaning,
words.
like the the dictionary meaning of what
Yeah,
we're
the
saying.
yeah.
We're not about the pronunciation, the emotion. It's more of
Yeah,
like
and
say this flat so people, but everybody knows what this word means.
you know, I watched Godzilla -1, and it is. Have you ever seen Godzilla -1?
Did I watch that one?
The
I
live
don't know if I
action like
did.
Godzilla film? Dude, they're making a part 2. Let me go ahead and pitch this. Godzilla -1 is the best Godzilla movie I've seen bar none. Like it's just so good. It's so good. But if you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. The everybody in there are very expressive. Like you know, some of these guys' faces and stuff. I'm like, it's like watching a live action anime. But then I was like, am I watching a live action anime, or is this just how Japanese is? This is just a regular movie, and they're just kind of recording it, and then now anime looks like that. I don't know, but
I think it is because even just like other shows like I've seen, like
live action
like
Japanese shows.
the live action Japanese shows, like I guess like the game shows and stuff, they're really expressive in the game shows.
Yeah, yeah, that's
go
exactly what.
crazy.
So I think that's just how the Japanese are. We're like, oh wait, what do we?
Like
That's just
they know
how
it. Like it is entertainment, so we are going to entertain.
Yeah, okay. Well, that being said, our protagonist Sasaki. He is the least expressive. He is the saddest man.
State's attorney if he didn't pass the bar exam.
Yes, dude. What is wrong with this man? I mean, I get it a little bit. They show it. They show him at his job. He's like, you know, taking smoke breaks, goes back to work, and his boss is yelling at him. He's working. Oh, did you? I don't know if this is a joke, but did you notice the name of the business that he works with? Like
Genki Trading,
or is it Janky? Janky. He's literally got a janky job. Like he's working at a janky corporation. Finds no joy in life. Everything is super sad. He's super sad, except for getting to go to the grocery store and seeing the girl behind the cash register.
Register number 2.
I think that's a thing, though, right? Like I think that's a thing in the world, right? Like there's always the girl behind the cash register. It's like the coffee shop barista. You know,
especially if it's somewhere you go frequently, like you start to have, you start to talk to that person who's always working there. Where you go, have that banter. They start to know you, like especially convenience store workers. Like everybody goes to convenience store, especially if it's in a neighborhood. They know basically everybody in that neighborhood because they're always there frequently. Even when, like I said, coffee shops too, if you go there. Like, I'm pretty sure the Starbucks by my house knows me because every Sunday, like I do, but I do like mobile orders now. So I just, on my way to church on Sundays, I just stop by, pick it up in the drive-thru. But like, I'm pretty sure they know who I am now because I'm there like around the same time every Sunday. I was there. But the girl that used to work there, the drive-thru, I don't know if she quit or gone or whatever, but she hasn't been there for a while. It's just a different person.
But and I'm wondering. I mean, like, I haven't I'm like not on Reddit or 4chan or 8chan or any of these things. But
any
like I've any of the chans, I bet there's probably a thread or like a conversation about like the girl behind the counter. Like because there is something to be said about like, people finding falling in love with or
maybe they used to do that in the classifieds and stuff and on Craigslist, like the misconnections thing. Like people would write into the newspaper like, hey, I met you here, you're here, I was wearing this and this, never got your name, here's my name and number, call me if you see this.
And and there's probably some sort of like mystery of love behind that thing where you just like a misconnection, you saw this person and you go, but you know what, you've heard stories. Actually, I have a story. Maybe I shouldn't tell it here though.
Paywall.
You know what? Paywall. Put it behind the paywall. If you really want to hear this story about a young man and a young girl and a tryst. I don't know. Let's move on. The music. This opening song. I love, and I don't know, I feel like the Japanese does this a lot. I don't know. Tell me, please, you listen to more music, like Japanese music than I do. But the love of an electric guitar that is completely clean. We're talking no distortion, no nothing. It is a dry sound guitar. We're talking like maybe it sounds to me like a Stratocaster in the middle pickup on a super twin, no reverb, no nothing. It's just so clean. But I love that sound, and they just kind of like strum. That's what the beginning of this song sounds like to me. This kind of like real clean sound, but it's also kind of like poppy and fun.
Yeah, I think because they mix a lot of it too, especially with like some of the rocks, especially for anime. Some of the rock songs, there's a lot of like real like fast paced moving.
Yeah.
Usually heavy bass lines,
Yep.
going crazy. A
Crazy
lot of
bass lines.
synthesizers in the background too as well. So I think like they try to like balance all that out with like, unless you're getting into like metal or heavy metal, I think you won't hear that distortion of a guitar. As you do.
I have to. I want to do a little bit more research on this because that is an interesting like. As I've listened and watched a lot of these shows, I'm like, that's a very common through line, and I'm wondering if there's some sort of like history, in the string music that they play and what we're hearing now from them, and what the music.
I think before the internet at the
like.
time, they're like a generation behind us as far as music went. Like I know the 80s were prominent after the fact, especially with bands that weren't doing that much traveling outside of countries as well.
Yeah.
Unless you're like somebody huge like Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Mick Jagger, like unless you were like really big back in the day, you weren't really traveling the world.
There's also something too that that if you can play an electric guitar with no like just with nothing on it, you are like dazzling. And if you're prolific and you can like really do some things that having like no stripping the whole thing away and not having any kind of effects on it really shows your prowess with an instrument. Yeah. Like you are. Yeah, like Polyphia, like this is the same way. Like he's doing it on they're doing it on classical guitars. You know what I'm saying? Like, or
going off.
You're showing off. You're showing off because you can like really like
you don't need all that stuff to sound good.
Yeah, exactly.
You're an actual guitar player.
Tone is in the fingers. Okay, we all know the tone is in the fingers. Nobody cares about this part. Anyways, the show. So the show is driving home. By the way, 12 minutes, 14 minutes? How short is this? This is a short episode.
So we watched 2 episodes. The first one and then the second one. Because they're mini episodes. Because they're even said it on the titles in Crunchyroll. Mini episode 1, mini episode 2.
I might be tipping,
so on and so forth.
I might be tipping my hat a little too much. I took notes on the first episode, watched the second episode, but I was just watching it. I totally forgot to take notes. I was just like, I was just watching. There's something about this show that is, I don't know why it's so mesmerizing to me. It's so simple. We have our protagonist who's like enamored with this girl. She's his only like escape from his humdrum job a little bit.
She's his pick-me-up after work.
Yes,
after a long day at work, he goes to the supermarket, sees his girl. It's like, yes, I just need to see that smile and everything's better. It's the simplicity of it. That's what it is. I think.
It really is that. It's like there's a monotony of his day. And then there's that little thing at the end where you go, oh, I get to see that girl that behind the cash register. And one day she's not there. And so then he is just like, you know what? My other pick-me-up, I'll just take a smoke break. Like I'm going to just take a smoke break. Because, of course, you can't smoke just on Earth anymore. Yeah. You got to get off Earth.
Yeah.
And he goes to the back of the supermarket. And somebody that works at the supermarket. Which, tell me, did you know immediately? Go ahead and put it out there. Spoilers. Did you know immediately?
So when I saw her, I saw the colored hair. I was like, that's the same colored hair. So my initial thought was twins. Like, she's probably like a twin sister.
Solid.
Because she wasn't dressed as a store clerk worker. She has on a leather jacket. She has on like what looks like a leather skirt too.
Mhm.
She very Nana-esque of her design.
And by the way, Yamada, the
Yeah,
cashier
yeah.
girl, is
Doesn't
like
open her eyes at all.
yeah, she's not looking at anything, which is probably, you know what? Actually, I want that in my cash register person, my cashier. Like,
Dude,
don't look at my stuff. Don't look at my stuff and don't comment on what I'm buying. They're like, oh, this thing. I'm
yeah.
like, you know what? I don't, because you're gonna pick up something that you're gonna be like, what are you doing with this?
You're
I'm
gonna
like,
see everything I buy. You're gonna judge me. I can see you judging me.
Megan comes in and they're like, oh, mustard, huh? Anchovies. That's gross. You know,
that's
like,
a choice.
yeah, yeah, like, I don't need you, you know, in my life. Okay, just close your eyes, scan the things, no judgment, please.
I'm
That's
only
the
here
old
because
man
the
in me.
self-checkout line was too long and I needed
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. I'm only here because I don't want to weigh the vegetables. You know, I want you to do that. You know, like, I don't need this.
But yeah, so Tayama, who we come to find out who her name is,
Mm-hmm.
she's just chilling behind there and calls him over. She's like, hey, over here, you can smoke over here. And Sasaki's all like, that. He's like, well, this is kind of weird, but I guess I'll go over here.
Which, by the way,
He's like,
Sasaki, he's really shy in front of Yamada. Like, he can't.
oh yeah.
She has any kind of interaction with him, he's just like very, you know,
he's still that schoolboy crush mode where he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. But then Tayama asks him to go over there for a smoke break.
Yeah, and it's like an instant click because they're just like bantering like old friends almost. I don't know if that's just like a smoker's thing, like since they both smoke.
Ooh,
that's just
nice
be like,
take.
you know, hey, we're all smokers. We know we can just talk and chill.
I think that's the whole thing about the smoker is that it's already like the icebreaker. You're already like you're all doing this together. You know, you have like a propensity to death. I guess
you both know why you're smoking because you're stressed. Because
yeah. Yeah, and you have something that you could share with each other.
Yeah,
you know, you have a light for somebody else. It's a very communal thing, and it's already happening. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which, by the way, too, the way she tries to get him to light her cigarette, she's like, does the whole she wants him to light her cigarette with his cigarette, and he like freaks out. He's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, sorry, I just let my intrusive thoughts win."
Which, by the way, I clocked that. Like, there are some other like that's a young person's like phrase now, or like not a young person, but like letting your I let my intrusive thoughts win. There was another one that they said. He said because she recognizes that he likes Yamada, I think, to her or something like that.
Yeah, she starts calling him out. It's like, oh, and so then, you like her. Or you're always at that catch.
You're always
even though there's a free one down the way, you still stand in line at this one.
Yeah, waiting for Yamada. Yeah. He goes, I got a cotton 4K.
Cotton 4K
is another one of those like young kid, you know, slang things that are being said.
And then he just goes out to where like, I'm not a creep. You know, it's just something that he's like, I'm not sleazy, I'm not creepy. You know, it's just she's like the pinnacle of my day almost. You know, it's not a creepy thing. I'm not a stalker or anything. And then he's just like, he's like, oh, sorry, I said all that out loud. She's like, oh no, that's fine. She was like, so you're one of the good ones. Because all the other sleaze bags that come in here always trying to get in her pants. But the way she describes him,
I don't. By the way, this is subtitled, so once again, I am missing some things. So go ahead.
That's what she described her. She's like, yeah, she is cute and she's stacked.
She says that. Oh my god, that's funny, especially knowing. We'll go ahead and put it out there. Yamada and Tamai. Wait, what's the other one name?
Yamada and Tayama.
Tayama are the same person, and he doesn't know this. No. He's just so oblivious. Like he leaves that smoke break from her, comes back. Does this happen on the same episode? Like, where do we end on this first episode?
First episode, we get the interaction with them.
We have the smoke break. We have the
smoke break.
Does he come back and she and the other lady is working there, like the older lady,
older grandma. The grandma's working there. I'm trying to remember because I know he goes back So we go ahead. Go ahead. We watched episode 1 and 2 because they're mini episodes because they're like minus the intro, minus the outro. It's probably like 10 minutes long.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, outro, another banger, dude. Like that one, I think I might like the outro a little more than the intro song.
No, dude,
maybe.
Even just the background music while they were smoking in the back and talking, dude, so chill.
Dude, all the music is chill. Like I also clocked that piano music of him just kind of like in his like melancholic world, and he's just kind of like sad, and they're playing the sad piano music that's like real chill. I'm loving the music top to bottom from the show. It is
so good.
It's a vibe, okay, as the kids would say. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. But we get the following when he goes back to the supermarket. He's kind of reminiscing of the difference between Yamada and Tayama because they're at work, they're in the smoke break, and they're about to have another meeting, and he's just like, this is gonna be horrible. It's gonna be nonsense. It's like by the time I pick me up, he thinks of Yamada, and then Tayama comes into his mind, just be like creeper or sleazy. Just like, like
and then like the little chibi form.
So we go back, and he's kind of trying to find where she works at in the store. He's like, well, let me see if I could try to find the department she works at. Because even though like he's just going getting random stuff. He goes back to the register and he's kind of zoned out talking to himself. And then Yamada's all like, oh, hey, you can come up now. And then she's like,
he buys the mochi chips.
By his name. Yeah. She calls him by his name, Sasaki. Sasaki, he's like, huh? He's all like, wait, how do you know my name? She's like, oh, I looked at your points card.
Lies.
Which I think is not a lie. Because before that Tayama version, when she gets up and leaves, she says, all right, see you later, Sasaki. And he doesn't really question that, even though because when they first met, they never exchanged names. Or he never told her name. And then he goes, we'll go back to that where she's talking to Yamada, and Yamada's all like, hey, Tayama told me you're a big fan. That makes me happy and stuff. And he's just like,
and that's embarrassing.
He's just straight up embarrassed. He's walking, he's like, wait a minute, how does Tayama know my name? Then we cut back into the supermarket and we see the hint of, because Tayama has piercings and earrings, but when she's dressed up as Yamada, she has to take them out because most places won't let you work with piercings, so you got to take them out. So she has like everything covered up, and so we get at the end of the first mini episode, we get the whole, this is a reveal. Yamada is Tayama, and so she's gonna be basically kind of messing with them, and maybe she does like him too. That's the thing.
They also have very like different personalities. Like they have Tayama. She's like a bit of a bad girl. She's like she's a cool chick.
Cool girl.
Cool girl. Like
she's I'm trying to think. Who would it be?
She listens to Neutral Milk Hotel. She who she is? She's also from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. What's her name?
She's
Ramona. She's Ramona.
Ramona, yes, Ramona.
She's Ramona from, and he's but he's not really taken with her too much yet. Sasaki. He likes Yamada still. But he doesn't see
Tayama as a love interest.
Tayama as the same. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't see that. But then I think, do we get that at the end of the second season where he's like, wait, he comes to the conclusion they're twins. Right?
No,
That's what he's like. They're friends. He says,
are they really good friends?
Yeah, I think they're just really good friends. Like, I think they both know me. Because he has these, on the second episode, he got those mochi chips. Yeah. And he's like, they both have seen him. He's bought him at the store, but then he goes and he has him when she's not working, and he sees Tayama in the back, and he gives her the chips. Yeah. And then she calls him old for liking mochi chips.
That's an old man stuff. And he realizes and he even says like, I'm entering grandpa territory now.
Yeah.
he's moving on from Monk.
Which there are some things that, like if you like a pecan sandy, you old school. You old head.
You old head.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Hey, what's wrong with butterscotch? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's delicious.
So good.
So good, like be old.
Be old. Because he gives Tayama the chips for letting him smoke back there with her. Then he also tries to bum a cigarette off of her. She tries to give him her cigarette she was smoking. He's all like, "Don't do that." He's like, "If you want to just eat your chips, just say so." She's like, "Oh
Which
yeah, you got me."
which you're not getting. He's not taking the hint. Like, he's not getting any of these hints from either one of them. Actually, I mean,
she even tells him too when she gets up and leaves. She's like, "You're not getting it, or you don't see it, or you don't." She says something to that effect, where like, "You're not, you don't get it."
That's actually, but it's funny though. Like, no joke. I mean, that happens a lot to guys. They're just,
I've done that plenty of times. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, dude, it happens a lot. Like, you just like, oh wait, what she really meant was this. But guys are just like too. I don't know if we're like in our, but they do show it. Like, he's in his own head a lot of the times. Like, there's some moments when he's like thinking about something else, and she's telling him, she's trying to get his attention, but he's over here, in La La Land or daydreaming, or and so he's not picking up the hint, and he's not seeing that they're the same person. Like, and she's gonna have some fun with this.
Right. Because at the end of the second episode too, like after we get the whole, because he even gets the chips too. He buys the chip skin. Yamada version sees it and says, "Hey, you must really like these chips." She's like, "I just recently." The way the translation kind of was structured weird. I was just recently had these given to me.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, I recently had these given to me. I'm like, and it was him that given them to her, and he's like, how did she? Wait a second, maybe Tamiya gave him the chips,
and like, because Yamada says she likes them, and that makes him happy. He's like, "Oh, nice, sweet. We got something in common now." Because he does go back to after Sasaki, he finds out that Tayama told Yamada that he's her fan. He's all like, when he goes back to see her, he's like, why'd you do me like that? He's like, that's kind of messed up to do me, like, to throw me under the bus, throw me out there like that. And she's like, hey, sorry for throwing you out there like that. She's like, I'll make it up or something. And then we get the ending where she's like, oh, hey, I really like those. He's like, oh, man, that's really cool. He's like, oh, they probably shared some. And that's when he gets the idea of, oh, hey, maybe they're really good friends. So he's daydreaming about them. We go back to the story. Yamada sees this. Grandma's over there like, oh, hey, you got hay fever or something? And she's like, no, probably just some old geezer daydreaming about me. And then it cuts back to Sasaki sneezing, I guess insinuating the fact that she's probably daydreaming about him. And then we go into our outro.
Okay.
There was another scene too after he left, after he embarrassed himself in front of Yamada. He's all like, he does like the whole praying, oh man, please let me continue to shop here. And then it's just like a ghost version of Yamada saying, spend all your money here.
Which he will. Like, if you're I mean, I think most guys can relate to something like this. You were just like, yeah, there was a girl at the sandwich shop, and you know what? I'm gonna go get a sandwich there. I'm gonna have sandwiches for the rest of my life here.
If I see her there twice, I'm just gonna keep going.
Dude, I remember there was this girl. I was already booed up, as the kids would say. So I was like, no interest. Yeah. But like, there was this girl at this burrito shop. She was like supermodel, like for real. Like, she was probably like 6
why are you working here?
Yeah, a little bit. But every guy going through that line who was trying to order a burrito with her, and she was just like making the burritos, they were trying to like, so
do you need anything else? Yeah, can I get your number with that?
Yeah, go ahead and put your number on that burrito, girl. You know what I'm saying? Write my name and ranch on that, boy. Like, I was like, hey, she can't get a job. You can't work here. Like, you You can't be you got to go get a different job because you're gonna be rizzed up. Though it was like 5 guys in front of me. I'm like, poor girl, like she can't even live her life. But I tell you this much, I bet you every one of them guys there every week trying to get her to make her a burrito. You know,
Just
like
spend
make
money.
them a burrito. Spending money. Don't even. I bought one earlier. Throw it away. I already ate. You know what I'm saying?
Should have put a tip jar in there.
For real, should have been a millionaire. Yeah, that's most of the show. Like,
like I said, minus the intros, minus the outros, it's probably like 10 minutes a piece of actual anime. Going through Sasaki, normal guy, trying maybe to work up the courage just to either talk to her or just he has a job that he's not really enthused about. I kind of felt like this might have been Akita if the zombie apocalypse didn't happen in Zom 100 and he stayed at his company. This might have been where he ended up as.
It's another one of those, like, the workforce is beating you down in Japan. Like, this is some humdrum work, and he continues to, like, he's going to be a statistic where, you know, show up, you know, died of
Just
exhaustion on a train. Yep, exactly.
Let's see. I think that's really all I had.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hit us with the facts. We'll talk about this in the Guac Talk. We'll continue to
we'll get more into the Guac Talks, but let's get into these facts real quick. So, Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You started as a web manga, web comic, and it was written and illustrated by Jinushi, and they first released this on Twitter in March of 2022. So they released the first chapter on Twitter. It was kind of like a short form version.
I'm trying to remember. There was another.
There's a couple other ones that we did.
Yeah, it's not completely uncommon for that to happen.
Yeah. But in August of 2022, it got picked up by Square Enix because it was doing so well, and was serialized in Monthly Big Gaga. And the story itself is still going on. So manga is still going on. And then the anime was announced and came out. So this was directed by Tadato Suzuki and Aoi Mori. So kind of two co-directors directing this. With the series composition done by Mio Inoue, with character designs by Yasuka Otaki. And then we have just like the last one, we got two music composers on this one, Shin Kono and Sayaka Aoki. And so we got two music composers doing the music on this, which, as I said, music, all of it banging. Nice.
So good. So good.
And so the opening song is called Ichijiko Kemori, and that is performed by Tsuto Mayo. And then the ending song is called Fiction by Imase.
Which I recognize that name, Imase. I feel like there's been some.
I think we've had a couple of other shows.
I wouldn't be surprised if I mean I'm gonna swing for the fences. It's not that, but it had the similar vibes. But what was the show with the walrus?
Odd Taxi.
Odd Taxi. I feel like some of that musical vibe is kind of Odd Taxi. I'll look it up off, or maybe the chat can tell us later.
Yeah,
you know what? Chat. What else? Yeah, give us some other Imasi.
So, as I've said, there's 12 mini episodes on Crunchyroll, each ranging from like 11, 15 minutes. So, the release date of this anime, which will be post the release of this episode, but as of this recording, the official release date is July 9th of this year.
That's today, bro. That was super. Yeah, you know, I know we made the jokes about like how a lot of the like lingo and some of the slang is like very relevant. It's very new, so that makes a lot of sense. Holy crap!
So because its release date is July 9th, Crunchyroll has 12 mini episodes, which divide 12 by 2 is the first 6 full episodes of the anime. So essentially being mini episode 1 and mini episode 2 are just, I believe, episode 1 split in half.
But how is this released in the future, though? That's the part I'm
So essentially, the first all 12. So 1 and 2 will compile into 1, 3, 4 to 2, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, 4,
Mm-hmm.
9, 10, 5, and then 11, 12, 6. So it'll be compiled all together because you can also watch it early on. What was it called? I think it was Ambada, I think, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Had an early release on it as well. But I believe that one is the full episodes on. Let's see here.
You know, this show kind of lends itself to a decent dubbing if they can get some good
Yeah,
voicing, you know,
yeah,
because it's pretty kind of straightforward. There's no like, it's not over the top, you know,
yeah,
which would sometimes doesn't translate very well.
yeah. So there's the early release streaming on Abema that came out, which I think that one is the full episodes. Uh, but Crunchyroll did it this way, I believe, to help to coincide with how the manga is structured. Because, like I said, the manga
Um,
since are kind of like shorter than a regular chapter would be as far as the structure of it. So
mhm.
they kind of did these mini episodes to kind of coincide with that feeling of how the original manga is structured.
That is wild. I mean, are we ready to guac talk this or what?
Let's walk like this.
I get it. I don't know what it is about this show that like I mean,
Speaks to you.
it speaks to me. It's very you know like but not even not like in a way like cuz I feel like we've watched shows like this, but there's something about the choices they've made overall. Like, you know, he's not our typical protagonist. He's not like
No,
extremely handsome. He's not debonair. Um
he's Unk.
he's unk a little bit, and then there's not like his inner dialogue isn't like I don't know, he's just not crazy. He's not like it's not typical like I
Over the
mean,
top,
he's not over the
exaggerated.
top. And a lot of that isn't. And so like I feel like I just find myself kind of falling into it a little bit, like where it's just kind of drawing me in. You know, the music is mesmerizing, it's good. Like it's doing a lot of these things, like the all the choices that's being made just kind of like lulls you into like just kind of like just watching. You're just watching,
Yeah,
like what will happen? And you know, like what is she playing at too? You know,
yeah.
like
That's her
uh
in game.
yeah, what's Yamada's end game here? Because she's just kind of like
Which
she's kind
she
of
does say as Tayama in the second episode.
she says like I'm gonna
She
have
was
something.
like, so she says, "You're my pick me up." Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time spending. I think as Tayama, she's saying it as spending time with you, smoking back here and messing with you is my pick me up. But
hmm
also probably as Yamada, it may be the same thing of why he goes to see her. Like, so probably seeing him show up, knowing that he's not just like a sleazy guy trying to get in her
yeah,
pants. It's
hmm
just like, hey, now I get, now this is a good part of my. I know you're gonna be here.
And I think it scratches that itch of the idea of the fantasy of the girl
Yeah,
behind the counter that ends up like actually he actually is she's reciprocating.
yeah,
Unlike like the way you would think like oh well you know like yeah the fantasy of the girl because you know like you girls who work in the service you know like you know not in the
they're
service
just nice
she
because they're working.
yeah she's got to be like if your
Customer
waitress isn't
service.
nice to you yeah the
Yeah,
customer service in the customer service if they got to be nice to you because that's how it works and then these guys kind of get in their head like I think she likes me dog
yeah.
it's like
Yo,
or
she's
she
into
just
me. She's
yo
asking if
hey
you wanted salt.
she's just you know like yeah they go you go to a restaurant and then you just you know like guys just imagine like oh I think she's into me it's like it's not that she's just trying to be nice you know like the girl at the cash register is just being nice you know like just being friendly
Yeah,
and you know and so like everybody has this thought like oh she's into me but then in this show it supposes that you know what maybe she might be a little into this guy
yeah,
and he's just a regular old dude you know that's still yet to be seen. So like, there's something about all of that that just kind of like, it seems so mundane a little bit, but makes it, the whole like slice of lifey.
Yeah, because it is a slice of life rom-com
Hmm.
genre anime. But I think also to just their dialogue, I think
Yeah,
because it resonates with me, and I'm pretty sure I'm confident in saying it resonates with you and how they talk with each other, how they banter with each other.
yeah,
Like the little quips, the little jokes, the little like poking, making fun of. It's something that we both grew up with, like
yeah.
doing just in general. So I think that's part of the reason why it's so mesmerizing and
Ooh,
eye-catching to us, because that's how we grew up.
it feels familiar.
Yeah,
It feels familiar. I think you're definitely. I think you're hitting on something that just like it does. Like the concept already feels
yeah,
familiar. The dialogue feels familiar.
yeah,
Like everything kind of feels like you're already there. I'm
yeah,
already halfway there with the music already getting me to there, and then
yeah,
the dialogue and then the concept is all very like, it's all very comforting because it feels so
yeah.
familiar. So yeah, I think that is interesting. I mean, I feel like they've definitely hit on something, and they've obviously it makes sense that they would fast track all of this because yeah, it's just it's resonating on I mean, I wonder. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just a psychological thing in myself, but like, are they accidentally hitting on this? Like, are they accidentally, or is it
Is
just,
this
or do
just
they
a
know?
fluke or is this real?
Is this
Like,
for real? Do they
like,
know that
did you end the second episode and you had a cigarette in your hand somehow? Like,
and it was
what's
like,
this?
this show got me. This show got
Yeah,
me. It's good, man. I like, like I'm a hype kid.
yeah.
I'm not like, but this slice of life, there's something about it. Is it so? It's slice of life.
Anybody?
What like
Yeah,
not sinning.
I would say sinning. Yeah,
Sinning. Yeah, like a
sinning.
slice
Yeah,
of life sinning kind of.
because it, like I said, it does deal with the day-to-day aspects of a job. You
Yeah.
know, the because we even with his coworkers, we see him because in the first episode he's on the roof smoking by himself. And
Mhm.
then he
Mhm.
has his younger coworker come up like, "Hey, how come you're not in the smoke room?" And he's saying like, sometimes you just like need to get away from everything, even
Mhm.
your coworkers. Like, hey, I'm just gonna be off over here real quick, just so I could like take a quick breath away from everything, and then I could come back in. Because in the other episodes we see him in the smoke room with everybody.
Yeah, and also that also deals with it too. Like your job. We all have those days, or we've all had a job like this, or you have a job like this, where it's like the the
My boss is an idiot. All my coworkers don't know what they're doing. I'm doing everything.
and I only have one small thing. I have one small thing that I'm holding on to. It's this small little can of Pringles that I have every day. Just crack, just
That
like,
can make me
oh,
gets me through it.
it gets me through. Sort of like little thing that gets you through it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe that's the thing that they're tapping into. That is it's all feels so relatable, and
Yeah,
as an unk, you know what I'm saying, like, because
yeah.
this is hype kids ain't gonna watch this and go,
They don't know what this is.
no, no, no.
They don't know
But
how
if
days work.
you don't, yeah, yeah, yeah. Boy, you never seen a hard day's work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got back in my day,
Look at them hands. There ain't no callus on them.
yeah, never seen a day like baby oil. You got baby oil in your hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like, yeah. So this is speaking to the unk in me, and it's a lot of relatable, like life that if I were to give this like 1 out of 5 cigarettes,
1 out of 5 cigarettes.
how
Are you
many
gonna full
cigarettes?
fist it like Kingpin in the Laugh anime?
Yeah, just
The
like smoke
whole
all.
pack.
Like, I ain't got time. I ain't got time to smoke them individually. I'm smoking all of them.
At
I'm
once.
gonna get, I mean, like, I might give this a 5. I might just give this a 5.
To do the 2 rating system all
Yeah.
together and then continue watching.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna give this. But I also need to leave room for improvement. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 4 point. I'm gonna go 4.5. I'm gonna go 4.5 as an overall. Like, this show, it is. It's good. It's good in a way that I mean, we've watched a lot of anime, and I feel like, as a show that like that has good structure, good writing. Of course, I already
Yeah.
clocked the fact that they were the same person. That's okay. That's not like a knock on the writing at all.
Yeah.
That's because we're supposed to know, and he is not supposed
Yeah.
to know. So
It
that's
shows
more
the
the
obliviousness of it,
of
of
him.
like, hey, this is what happens sometimes. Is even if it's two different, a person could be two different, come off as two different people,
Mhm.
but they still not notice. It's
I love.
like
Yeah.
honestly, it's like if the wife gets the haircut, you have to make sure you recognize that haircut.
Yeah. Pay attention.
Yeah,
Wake up.
yeah,
Sometimes see the signs or whatever.
yeah,
Anyway, I could talk about this a lot longer. Maybe another 30 minutes. We're not going to do that because we're going to get to what you thought about
yeah.
this and your rating.
All right. So yeah, like I said, everything about it was good. Like musically, obviously, music was good, amazing. Even just like the animation too. Like
Hmm.
even though it's like there's not much going on
Hmm.
and stuff, it's still well done. Like
Hmm.
the difference in lighting, the
Hmm.
difference in her character when she's Yamada versus Tayama,
Yep.
like being able to split that difference was really well done.
Hmm.
The way his face looked, it kind of gave me like kind of like a Tim Burton-esque feel, like with how Paranorman looked with like Caroline's dad, like how his face was kind of structured.
Yeah.
Like Sasaki's face is almost kind of structured like his face. Like and
Yeah.
I like that kind of styling when it comes to art, animation and everything. Um her character is designed too as Tayama. She looked it looked a little bit like uh Makima from Chainsaw Man. Like
Hmm. I
the
can see
chick,
that.
like she kind of has a little bit of her feel to it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like I said, with her character design, it was really good. Story wise, like I said, it is very relatable. Their dialogue, it's very relatable. It shows a difference between like how you can like instantly just hit it off with somebody you just met, like with dialogue, like just
Hmm.
have that instant banter, and that was really well captured.
Hmm.
The You could feel like kind of just the kind of like hatred but acceptance of his career, of his job.
Hmm.
It's like something that he doesn't really love, but
Hmm.
he has accepted that that's his life. Like you could like feel that translation in it.
Hmm. Yeah.
With how like his movements, his looks, you can feel all that. So for me, 1 out of 5, I think I'm gonna give this a 5. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a
Okay.
5.
Yeah. I mean, well, I feel like you're definitely gonna watch this. It's only 12
Yeah.
episodes, right? Or how many episodes is
Yeah.
it so far?
So the mini
Oh no,
episodes,
it's
there's 12,
the mini episodes. Yeah.
and then the full episodes were released. So yeah, like I said, it'll probably be full episodes. It'll probably be 12. It seems like it might be one of the ones that follow the new structure.
Hmm.
But like I said, everything else is still going on. So this one I might actually go look and read the manga too as well, just to see if there's any like see what kind of differences, similarities, if there's any other like subtle dialogues or anything that happen in the manga versus the anime.
You got to see if this man, figures it out. We
Yeah,
got to know if he figures it out. Like not
gotta
just
know, Gus.
not just them two, but like
Yeah,
just in life,
yeah,
figure it out.
figure
Like
it out.
I want to
Like,
see
is he
this.
gonna end up finding his actual dream job one day? Is he gonna work
Yeah,
at the supermarket?
yeah, or maybe
Is he
like,
is he gonna become the next Joe Cool for Camel?
is he gonna? Is he gonna quit smoking? Oh
Oh, if he
no.
quits, what's gonna happen?
Don't quit. Don't be a quitter. That's what I say.
Mama ain't ways no quitter.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, well you know what else we're not quitting? We're not quitting anime. Y'all let us know if you're not quitting anime. And how can you let us know that? You can let us know by giving those likes, giving those shares, giving those 5 stars. Rate us to us where you watch us, whether that be YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Podbean. Leave us all those good stuff there. And you can also go to our website and leave us some good stuff. We got all our lists of all our animes that we have covered. We've got the links to all the socials, podcast platforms. And hey, guess what? If we smoke, that shirt's gonna smell, and you're gonna need a new shirt, and we got those there for y'all. Smoke-free shirts, guys. We got them,
Guaranteed.
guaranteed, y'all. Well, I've been Joe Angel with my co-host Sal, and we'll see you on the next one. Latest.
Peace.
アニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
If you see on the news that like local man dies in a studio while doing podcasts, it's probably me. It's probably me. I'm either gonna die of heat exhaustion or I got so much mess I have to walk over. Like I was cleaning out some stuff and I had to shove all my stuff into this room.
Yeah.
To make room in the other room, and I'm stepping over stuff. My gosh, dude.
I almost ate it.
I almost ate it, man. I'm like, you know what?
Hey, don't worry. I almost did that at work the other day. I was telling my bros. I was like,
almost ate it.
It was even that big of a step. I was like that much difference. Dude, I stepped, my ankle just went like, bam.
Yeah. It just betrayed you.
Betrayed me. And usually I could like kind of catch myself. Yeah, I went down.
You went down?
Like, I went. I had to like put my hand down real quick on the floor, like from Wooly going down. I was like, yo, got up, looked around. I was like, all right, nobody saw me. Keep walking.
Hey, we're at that age too where it's not funny anymore. Like somebody falls when you're younger, you're like, haha, hilarious. Now you fall,
when I get up.
Yeah, it sounds like you're making a bag of popcorn, like pop, 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 try to get up off the ground.
I think I sent you some of the reels too, where it's all like doing stuff in my older age versus as when I was 18, and it's like the guy jumping off the truck. But when they pan him running, it's his ghost version, and then he's just his robot.
And they look back, dude. Yeah. There's so many of those right now. I'm cracking up at I watch like every single one of them. They're all doing something stupid. Somebody jumps over a chair, and they're all celebrating. Look back, and they're all like. But the funny part is like they have to put themselves in a hilarious position. Like you die,
just
like the worst way possible. Dude, I mean, I gotta check myself because like that's what I used to do. Like I was that guy that jumped over stuff. I was a daredevil and gonna just he died doing what he loved, man. He jumped. He was driving a truck. He jumped from one truck to a car because he saw Tom Cruise can do it at 57. So I watched too many movies.
Too many movies. I was gonna say, how deep do you go in conspiracies? Like what's your level? Like S tier, you got the bunker ready, cabin in the woods, you're ready to go. To like F tier, like that's just books. You just watch too many movies.
You know what? I am of the mind that I will say I'm like right where it's just storytelling. I'm like, this is just compelling storytelling. Like this is the compulsion for us to try to understand things as a human being. Like you're trying to make sense of things that don't make sense. That's where I am. But then also like but like 1% of me goes, but maybe. Because my issue is people can't keep secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like you just, I mean, for a little bit you can, like the Epstein
There's
file
always
stuff.
There's always a Thea in the room listening.
Somebody is gonna tip their hat. Somebody's listening. Yeah, some chismosa is gonna get out there like, you want to even, like,
pero no.
Pero, sí, no sé. Like somebody is, like somebody. I can't have that kind of faith in humanity that somebody can like the moon landing. We can't fake that. And by the way, we went so many more times to the moon. Let's not forget that part. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's somebody's gonna. If that's fake, then you mean to tell me that 5,000 people kept their mouth shut about these things? Like there are some things, maybe some, but like to think that it depends on the level, I guess. But I will say I might semi-believe like not lizard people, but like what if there are aliens walking amongst us right now, Joey Joel?
Yeah. It's like that movie. Oh my gosh, what's that old movie?
Body.
Where he puts on the glasses and he can see like all who's a human and who's a alien. What was that movie called? Was it Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Was it Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
It was Body Snatchers. I don't remember them putting glasses on.
No, it was like a black and white one. Oh my gosh, can't remember, but something like that, like the Queen. Or like when they have these videos that come out and they zoom in on somebody's eyes and it's like reptilian and then they change it to normal.
You told me about the red heifers being bought. That actually, have you seen some of this stuff actually come to fruition? Like they're actually collecting these kind of things. Still not sure exactly what the end goal is, if it really is what we say it is, but the stuff is kind of happening. Like there are things that do corroborate, you know.
Yeah, with stuff. You know, there's too many coincidences.
I mean, I know you might be a little, because I don't follow it all. Like I don't look it up. I don't seek it out. I hear it and I go, what does ChatGPT say about this? Have you done any AI searching on this stuff?
Not yet. Because that is the thing too with AI. Like in the beginning, we've had to give it scenarios and stuff, and then but I think with like quantum computer and stuff, it has become more logical. Because I think there was something where at a lab they put a brain cell in a computer chip or something, and then it started learning. And then was it a fly? I think it's like they made it. There's another one too where I think they made it believe it was a fly, like it can move around and stuff, but it's just like a computer chip or something. But stuff like that. But yeah, AI is kind of tricky. I know supposedly there's one thing where I know because I watch Ninjas and Butterflies Live. They're another podcast that
they're really heavy into the conspiracy theories.
Where I think he was trying to like talk to his AI to get some stuff out of it, but it was giving some like sketchy answers. But then too, that could all be based off like because it goes based on what you're asking and what you're looking up.
Yes,
so it's very take it with a grain of salt type thing.
You know, I will say that if the whole AI thing does make me, I mean, I don't know. You know what it is? I come up with my own conspiracy theories. I never like look up what they are, but I'm always watching and going like, you know what? They're building a lot of robots. And if you can build a robot, what are you doing that for? People are like, oh, why are you building robots? I'm like, oh, they're factory jobs. Is it factory jobs? We're going to be helping old people in old homes. Is it that?
Nobody cares about old people.
Or are we trying to be the first ones to build a robot army that could have AI? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. A robot army? Like, if you could build a robot army, dude, like, it was like a good robot army, and you don't have you don't have to put any of your own people at risk. That's power, dude. Like, for real, an army? Like, armies, like, back in the day, like, the reason why some of these, like, civilizations, you know, the reason why people, like, were able to take over things, because they had, they had large numbers. They had large numbers, or they were, like, you know... A lot of people throw death and devastation. Yeah, throw some bodies at it, but now you can throw a robot body at it. Yeah. I mean, like
that can repair itself.
Is that's conspiracy? Maybe, or am I just you know? Or is the Terminator real? I mean, like honestly,
who knows? Now, I just ask because I've been lately. I've had an itch to do another show.
About conspiracy theories?
About conspiracy theories, but only just like 100 episodes. I might call it like Highway 100.
I don't know anything about conspiracy theories. Will you gonna explain them to me? You gonna let me?
But just like talk about them, like different ones and stuff that I know, stuff that we heard, but not just like conspiracies, like ghost stories and stuff too. Because even with like ghosts and everything too, that goes into another like side realm of belief and everything. Especially with like being believers and spirits and like God and Christianity and religion. Like you would think, well, shouldn't you believe in ghosts if you believe in the spirit? It's all like, you know, or like how's that? Like even with like you believe all this other stuff, but this stuff is stuff that gets you. It's like
or, you know, aliens. What if aliens were angels? You know, like
aliens are demons.
Every time aliens showed up, they'd always be like, don't be afraid. If it looked like a regular person, then you wouldn't have to say don't be afraid. But if you looked weird.
The wheel within the wheel.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. That's exactly it. That is an interesting concept. I like that. I mean, of course, I don't know a whole lot about it. So it would be you going this, and I'm like, and then I would be like, I don't know, man.
Huh?
What? I don't know, man.
Do what?
I do like it, though. I do like it. Because, you know, like, I do like thinking about all of it.
Yeah.
I honestly do think of like conspiracy theories as like really great storytelling.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, where you're like
That's
you're
why, like,
putting together concepts.
Like, do you like watch the White Files? That's another like conspiracy podcast too.
Okay.
He does really good stuff. Like he's got like real good storytelling, and he's got like in his video format he has this. It's called Hecklefish. It's just like a goldfish that can talk. So it's like totally reminds me of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah. Hey, I do have a puppet, by the way. I have 2 puppets, and I'll send one to you.
Go.
And you could just be a robot.
We can use your puppets.
Yeah. That's.
We use the puppets to do this podcast.
Yeah. And then we could just like be absolved of it. It's like, hey, we didn't say that was
me. That was a puppet.
That was the puppet
That's a
saying all
robot.
this stuff. Hey, I'm down, Joe Angel. I'll send you this. I gotta fix my robot puppet up a little bit, but you know, have you seen them? Have you seen these?
Are they new ones or the old ones? Or which
They're
ones?
the old
Are they
ones,
ones from
ones.
the VBS ones?
Yeah, like one of them's like a silver robot looking one.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one.
I'm telling you, I hand sewn these things. I'm trying to get some mileage out of them, bro. Let's see here. Let me practice. I could do that. Hey, I'm down, Joe Angel. Let's do it.